Yo. How we doing? I hope you're doing well. I can do it. There we go. Oh, it's been a minute. It's been a hot minute, even. But we back. We back for a short one. Shorter one. Okay. Yep. Shorter one. So the plan originally tonight was to... I want to do Baku predictions because it is race week, finally. So we're going to do Baku predictions, and I wanted to start a new F1 Manager series. But I don't know if we're going to go that long tonight. So we might just do Baku predictions and then end early, and then come back on Wednesday, I believe, for what will likely be... It'll likely be F122. We're going to do it. I said we were going to do it last week. I said last week that we were going to do it this week no matter what. So Wednesday, I think we're going to do it. But should be relatively straightforward then. That also means I don't need to do this. Saving myself a little bit. Love to see it. I haven't turned my computers on in a week. I feel like that's really good for me, if we're being honest. I haven't been exercising, and my goodness, my body hates me, to say the least. Okay. Okay. Oh, also, we can talk about what happened to me last week. A week ago from Wednesday, where I decided randomly, right towards the end of the day, to update the BIOS on both of my computers for the first time and cause many issues. Hey, there we go. It was a lovely time. Hey, there they are. Perfect, 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 perfect. Let me... Okay. I need to finish filling out my predictions first, and then also I wanted to... I know where I'm going, don't worry about it. Okay. Biggest... So we're gonna do the same... We're gonna do the same categories we've been doing. Biggest positive surprise, biggest disappointment, qualifying results, race results, and then Haas prediction of the week. Biggest positive surprise. Biggest positive surprise. I can think of this. I can do it. I can do it. I can think of this. Let me do this real quick. Making sure the air conditioning's turned off. Canada, it's Ray week. It's Ray Keek. Dude, you're telling me it has been a month since the last race happened. That's crazy. It's absurd. It's crazy to think about. And we're finally getting another race. Who knew? 3 rounds into the season and it felt like it was over already. Not a lot. It's been a long week. I thought I broke my computers last week. Did a bunch of stuff this weekend. Buddy's birthday. Busy with that. Sunday rolls around, did nothing. It was glorious. And then we wake up today and it's race week once again. And we are loving everything about it. How are you, Canada? It's been a minute. It feels like it's both been a minute since Formula One's had a race, and it feels like it's been a minute since I've streamed. Which at that point it's been less than a full week, but it feels like my schedule has been all over the place recently, and so it feels like it's been so just absolutely all over the place. Okay. Something to come up with my what do I think is gonna be my biggest disappointment in Baku. I got it. Done. Easy. I have my biggest disappointment, qualifying results and race results done, as well as my Haas predictions. I just need to come up with the biggest positive surprise. We'll figure this out. It's raining all previous week and today's sunny. There's Katie planned a road trip to Washington, Oregon in May since your brain has kind of melted a bit. Nice. I totally understand. We're kind of in that same boat. The weather has actually been kind of crazy. It stormed really bad twice in the last 5 days. Like hail super bad, like crazy winds, that kind of stuff. So I totally understand. We're also feeling the a bit stir crazy and trying to figure out like where we can go in like May or June to like try and get away as well. So I totally understand. Totally get it. Biggest positive surprise. Biggest positive surprise. That's the question. Let's see, who's like really struggled? Do we trust Ferrari to like bring some new stuff? Positive surprise too, Ferrari not DNF. Yeah, that's kind of the mood, isn't it? The biggest surprise, both Ferraris finished the race. I don't know. Do my qualifying results or race results say anything? No, not really. And it's not gonna be Haas. I don't think it's gonna be AlphaTauri. I got it. I got it. I got it. Done. Okay, got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. Need to. Alright. Let's just do it. Let's just knock this out, and then we can chat about how excited we are that it's race week. It's gonna be a shorter one for me tonight, so no games, unfortunately. I do have an idea of a new F1 Manager series I want to start. I kind of let the Red Bull one die because it wasn't really doing anything for me. So I have a new idea for a speed run where we're not going to be dilly-dallying at all. Like, we're going to be speed running, literally, and it's going to be a fun one. I might talk about it more on Wednesday. I need to think about it a little more, kind of see how, in my mind's eye, how I want that series to go. But I'm excited for it. Hopefully, revitalize the game a little bit. Give me something to upload that isn't Haas for a little bit as well. And then when we also do F122 on Wednesday, that'll also give me something else to upload. We can kind of take a break, and then we'll come back with Haas maybe next week. So we got plans. We got plans. Let me see something. Just realized I need to fix this. It says 192, I'm at 191. Let's see. Overlays. Overlays. Oh, now what I meant to click. I have no idea what to predict, so we just just blind guess. Happy it's not a regular weekend, it's a sprint. It is a sprint. Oh, I can totally. Ooh, oh, do I have to do sprint results? Do we care about predicting sprint results? I don't know if I care about predicting sprint results. I'm realizing. You can say. It's a great question. It's a great question for myself, honestly. Do we need to consider quali as sprint results or quali? I'm gonna say qualifying results is qualifying results, not sprint race results. Well, we can throw in. We'll just throw in a sprint winner one. We're not gonna do sprint top 3 or anything. Yeah, we can do. Alright, so the predictions we're gonna make. Biggest positive surprise, biggest disappointment, qualifying results, quali, not sprint results, qualifying results, sprint winner, race results, Haas prediction for the weekend. Done. Race at 4 a.m. is kind of too much. You'll be recording when you wake up. Yeah. Is that really when it is? I hadn't looked yet. I totally believe you, but I'm gonna look it up myself so I can be sad. The race is at 6 a.m. for me. That's winning. That's big winning. The sprint race being at 8:30 is actually kind of fire. Hell yeah, dude. You know what's awesome? We, in theory, could be live reacting to quali on stream. Because qualifying starts for me at 8 o'clock. So we could literally just live react to quali. Yo, that's crazy. Is the 28th, is that right? The 28th? Yeah, the 28th is Friday. We can live react to quali. Let's go. That's exciting. Hell yeah. I mess with it. Okay, let's. I wanna do intro. You're working from 7 a.m. so you're trying to wake up a bit earlier to watch quali live. Nice. Oh, you know what? You're totally right. That's in the morning. That's not in the evening. I'm an idiot. I'm a dummy head. I'm a big dumb guy. I could watch quali before work. I'm pagging. I don't know why my brain went, oh, 8 o'clock at night. It's not at night. It's in the morning. I'm not live. We're not live reacting to quali. Oh, it's gonna be great. Am I gonna try and wake up early enough to watch practice one? That is the question. That's the question I'm gonna have to ask myself later. Okay. Okay. Let's do it. Canada, be thinking about your predictions. Remember, biggest positive surprise, biggest disappointment, qualifying results, sprint winner, just the winner, race results, top 3, and then Haas prediction of the week. I'm gonna do this, and then we're going to do an intro, a regular old intro. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Whoa. I'm glad we got that out right there and not later. You can actually kind of read it now. Is it just me, or can you actually kind of read it now? Or is that entirely just my OBS? You can almost read it. Yo, that's awesome. Oh no. I changed the color. Is there a color that makes it more readable? I think that one actually is the most readable. All my predictions are with some hope from not having just a regular Verstappen Perez once. I'm leaving some space for DNS. Safe goes and just another madness. I respect that. I'm kind of glad that Sentinel's not here right now, because one of my predictions he's not gonna like. I forgot my water. I'm gonna go grab that. I will be right back. I was muted. Let's go. Alright. I'm gonna record an intro. We're gonna do the whole thing. We're gonna love it. And then we'll get the predictions going. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It is finally, after a month-long break where I think all of us went a little crazy and we were looking for any and all F1 news. Damn it. Okay, hold on. I had it and then I lost it. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. And after a month-long break, a very long month-long break, we are back. It is a race week. The Azerbaijan Grand Prix is this weekend, a sprint race weekend with a bit of an unusual format. Not gonna hurt our predictions too much, I hope. But we are back. It has been a long month waiting after Australia coming into Baku. We are all ready to see some F1 cars back out on track. And if you enjoy F1 and or predictions about F1, go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below, and let's go ahead and get this thing started. I don't know how to talk a lot. I'm noticing this. Like, I get through like 90% of what I wanted to say, and then the rest of it just leaves me. Our first prediction for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix is, of course, our biggest positive surprise coming from the weekend, and I have gone bold. There's always a lot of discourse around the sprint race weekends in F1. Should there be more? Should there be less? What should they look like? And I'm going to say that my biggest positive surprise for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix is that we actually get a bit of a surprisingly good sprint race. I think there's been a lot of discussion over this month-long break about, does a sprint race around a circuit like Baku really make that much sense, where really you're just one small mistake away from putting it in the wall, and a sprint race mistake could cost you dearly for the Grand Prix on Sunday. But I think we might get a sneaky good sprint race around Baku, or at least that's what I'm predicting. What about you? What do you think? Let me know down below. I didn't want to include that last bit. I didn't want to include that last bit. Oh well, I'll edit around it. It'll be alright. Just nothing bad will happen. I understand. We'll say Ferrari survives. And as we've done with every prediction so far, we give my Twitch chat an opportunity to make their own prediction, and their biggest positive surprise is just Ferrari survives Baku. After a tumultuous start to the season, to say the least, their biggest positive surprise coming out of Azerbaijan is that Ferrari survives. Simply put, they get out and they get to go to the next race weekend with nothing major happening. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one. That's solid. I thought about doing something like that. That's a good one. All right, biggest disappointment. Realizing my disappointment may not make a whole lot of sense after my first one. All right, now other side of that same coin, the biggest disappointment for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix weekend, and I have gone with basically the exact flip side of my biggest positive surprise, and that I think after a month of no full-length races, I think the Grand Prix on Sunday may actually be a bit of a stinker. I think I'm terrified of the idea of, after a month of no races and an action-packed Australia, for whatever, for better or for worse, whatever you thought about all the red flag shenanigans that were going on in Australia, I'm terrified that after a month of no Formula One races, my biggest prediction that it might just be a stinker. I'm terrified of that, by the way. Terrified. Terrified. I like it. I know I've gone back and forth on that a lot. And as for our chat prediction for biggest disappointment, it's that after a month-long break where they seem to be touting all of these improvements that they've been able to find out of the car, and they're going to bring these upgrades that are going to make all this difference, Mercedes won't make as many improvements as they seem to have been touting over the last month, and they just won't find any more pace than they already have. So Merc, you're kind of going backwards. Okay, next, qualifying results, not sprint results, qualifying results, top 3. All right, our next prediction is qualifying results. Top three, not the sprint race results, but the qualifying results, the top three in P3 for qualifying. I have finishing George Russell. I think that Mercedes might actually take a small step forward after Australia, another street circuit where they showed a little bit of promise. I think Mercedes might come to play once again here in Azerbaijan. As for P2, second hot take in a row. P2, Max Verstappen. I think Max is a step above the rest most of the time. That said, there is one man who has proven himself time and time again on street circuits and taking pole position qualifying results. One, Sergio Perez. I think Checo is going to put it on pole position in qualifying, and I think it's going to cause some spiciness throughout the paddock after a month off. I think this is something we all need. We need to see a little infighting potentially in the Red Bull camp, and so I think that we're going to see Sergio Perez take pole position from Max Verstappen, with George Russell rounding out the top three in qualifying. And of course, as for our chat predictions, they've also gone a bit different in this qualifying results. In P3, they have one Charles Leclerc Ferrari getting into the top three in qualifying around Baku. I think that's a bit odd. They have not shown very much pace, but that said, hey, that's what predictions are for. In P2, we have Fernando Alonso. What is Aston Martin going to be able to do with this month-long break and trying to build on the success they already had? I think they are in a prime position to take a step forward, but can they do it? And then rounding out P1, pole position in qualifying, Max Verstappen. Can't argue too much with that one. I mean, Max is a bit of a different beast in a car head and shoulders above the rest. Okay, sprint winner. Sprint winner. Okay, and since it is a sprint race weekend, we're going to go ahead and give our predictions for the sprint race winner around Baku. And I don't even need to split this up into two sections because both I and my chat agree. We think Max Verstappen is going to win the sprint race here in Baku. I think Sergio Perez is a street circuit master, but I doubt that Red Bull would let anything come between them and their golden boy. And so I think Max Verstappen will come out on top in the sprint race on Saturday around Baku. And you know what? My chat, for once, finally agrees with me. Race results, top three. Race results, top three. I have a very bold take in my race results section. Very hot take even. Go on the lad. Go on the lad. That would be crazy. And finally, the granddaddy of them all, our race results predictions, top 3, the podium positions around Azerbaijan on Sunday. In P3, I have gone for none other than Sir Lewis Hamilton. Oh, bold. Lewis Hamilton nabs a podium after a little month-long break where hopefully Merc decides that they actually want to compete this season, and I think Lewis puts it on the 3rd step of the podium. But that said, in P2, I have, while a great result for Lewis, George Russell coming in P2 around Baku. I think Mercedes, I hope that Mercedes just comes to play, and honestly, in a circuit that has one of the longest straights in the Formula One calendar, I think Aston Martin just isn't going to be able to have enough in a car that's pretty draggy unless they bring some major upgrades to address that. I think they may struggle here a little bit more than they want to admit. So I think Merc double podium makes a lot of sense, and an absolute shocker, Max Verstappen wins the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. I mean, I can't not predict Max to win until Red Bull proves to me that this reliability thing they've been dealing with is kind of for real. So that said, Max Verstappen wins, double Merc podium from there. I'm expecting a wild race, but I think apart from maybe 1 or 2 moments, a double Merc podium and a Max Verstappen win makes the most sense to me. And of course, as for the chat, we disagree slightly. They have gone for an absolute just terror of a race. A lot of unpredictability, a lot of surprises, a lot of twists, a lot of turns, a lot of dramatic moments. In P3, they have George Russell, the bottom step of the podium. In P2, Sergio Perez, straight circuit guy, makes a lot of sense. But P1, of course, we can't be all too surprised. You know, I did say a lot of crazy things happened. So, of course, coming in P1, Fernando Alonso. We have some Nando enjoyers in chat thinking an absolute left fielder potentially coming in Azerbaijan. Max Verstappen issues potentially. Red Bull has shown a bit of a weakness around Jeddah. Granted, they still finished in a 1-2 in that one, but you never know around a street circuit like Baku. Fernando Alonso winning the Azerbaijan Grand Prix according to my Twitch chat, followed by Checo, followed by George. That would be a crazy race for sure. Okay, Haas predictions. Whatever Haas prediction you want. You can go super detailed. You can go not detailed at all. It's entirely up to you. And of course, it wouldn't be me in this channel if we didn't make our Haas prediction of the race weekend. I have tempered my expectations a little bit. I know we had a Nico Hulkenberg P7-8 and a very good result around Australia, but I think that might have had more to do with the fact that 8 cars DNF'd around Australia, and so I'm tempering my expectations slightly. I'm saying 2 cars into Q2, no cars into Q3, and a 1 car finish in the top 13. I'm kind of undershooting, hoping for more rather than overshooting and getting less. So I'm tempering my expectations, even though I did go 3 for 3 on my Haas predictions around Australia. I'm tempering my expectations slightly here in Baku. Now, if they want to go ahead and prove me wrong, please do go ahead Haas F1 team, I would all for it. But that is my Haas prediction for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And finally, our chat prediction for the Haas F1 team. They are going a little bit more positive than me. They have a Hulkenberg into Q3 prediction. Hulkenberg has shown quite good pace in a car that he apparently has not quite melded with so far into the season, but he's had quite a string of good qualifying performances. They predict Hulkenberg into Q3 as well as points. I mean, as a Haas fan, I am all for every points that we can muster. So we're kind of taking both sides of the same coin on this one. We have me predicting some okay results, and we have our chats predicting points for Haas. I would much rather take the latter, but we'll see what happens on Sunday. All right, that's predictions. Predictions done. Does not need to do an outro. And that footage is locked and loaded. Yeah, we've only been going for 50 minutes. That's crazy. That'll do it, guys. That's our predictions for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix race weekend. What about you? What about your predictions? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoy F1 action, both IRL as well as the gaming experience, we do a lot of that around here. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and ding dong that notification bell, and click all. I appreciate everyone and all of you. Let's hope Azerbaijan lives up to our wild expectations after a long month off. But for now, enjoy your weekend, enjoy the race. We'll see you guys after the race is over, and we'll talk about it here live on twitch.tv/MrDakota0. But for now, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Boom! Yo, we kind of knocked that out, not gonna lie. We kind of zoomed through that. Is it 6 races in 7? I know it was 5 races in 6 weeks. Is it more than that? Is it 6 and 7? That's crazy. I said we got Azerbaijan. We got Miami the next week. And we got 2 weeks. So we got 2 in the next 3, 4 in the next 5, 5 in the next 6. And then 2 weeks, so it would be 6 in the next 8, but still, that's pretty good. After a month off, like, we take those. After a month off, we 100% take those. After Miami, week pause, then yeah. So it goes Baku this weekend, then Miami, then 2 weeks later it's Imola. So a week off, Imola. Monaco, Spain, week off, Canada. It's not bad. That's not bad. It's not bad. After a full month, literally. Yeah, so after Miami, there's a week off, and then the next week is race week again. So 2 weeks after Miami, we're racing in Imola. But yeah, that's the extra week. So it's 5 and 6, and 6 and 8. Once you get to Canada, then there's another week off, I mean, and then from there it's Canada, week off, Austria, straight into Silverstone, week off, Hungary, Spa, 2 weeks off, Zandvoort, Monza, week off, Singapore, Suzuka, week off, Qatar, week off, Coda, oh, they're all, Mexico, Brazil, week off, Vegas, Abu Dhabi. Due to rain here, you recalled Canada GP 2011 with extreme rain, so you decided to rewind it and watch replay. That does not surprise me. I get it. I get it. I feel like just the crazy rain races, it's good to remember. Good to keep on top of mind, you know? Never complain. I gotta learn how to stand correctly. Okay. And we've only been going for an hour, but I think... Okay. I know this was a very short one, but my wife actually fell today and hurt her leg, and so I'm gonna go help her as much as I can. I'm gonna get out of here. Wednesday, we're gonna do a lot. Wednesday, I want to do F1 22. I want to talk more about Baku coming up. I think we'll have a lot more info about what's upcoming, what's come out, you know, as the race week starts, that kind of stuff. So we'll talk more about that. Well, I want to talk more about the next series of F1 22 Manager I want to do. I have a pretty fun idea that will be doing hopefully a little bit of a faster pace than Haas, and then we'll get ready for the race weekend. This is going to be great. This is quick. I appreciate you coming out and hanging out, Canada. I'm gonna go edit some videos and take care of my wife. I'll talk to you hopefully in a couple of days. Anyone else who stopped at, I appreciate you. I'll be back again on Wednesday. Later.
1, 2, 3, and 4. Count what you have now. Don't count what you don't have.